So this guy here, zoom in, a pelican or stork, whatever the hell he is. This is a rare breed of one-winged stork. They call them unistorks. Here I am at my lovely digs at the Tachos RV Park in Puerta Vallarta, Mexico. Anyway, so we just finished up this really cool trip out to Yelapa, which is about an hour south of here by boat. We actually drove to Boca Tomatlan, I believe is the name of it, and it's like a 35-minute boat ride from there, which I kind of recommend doing that. There's a couple of towns along the way to stop at. I think you can go and see the set of Predator, which is basically just a helicopter stuck in the up in the forest somewhere, a place called Eden. I don't know that we didn't actually go up there. We've seen the pictures and it was kind of like, let's go on to Yelapa. That's what we came for. So we went on out there, me and about 3 other friends, and it was a pretty good time. So I'll share the video with that and have some updates, of course, about traveling. Jonna is in Vegas right now, so I'm joining her next week in Guadalajara. And we've got a bunch of other videos that are coming out soon. Of stuff that we did in Baja that was never released, stuff in the US that wasn't released. The time that I spent in Acapulco during Christmas. I actually saved a drowning girl, so that was pretty intense. And I'll make a separate video about that and tell that story, about the girl and about the kids and some of the stuff that we've got coming up. The conference is February 14th through the 18th in Acapulco. You can go to one of our other channels about cryptocurrencies that talks about that. I'm not really going to talk about that on the travel thing because it may not be everybody's gig. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff coming up. Like, subscribe, all the other things I'm supposed to say, and share it with your friends. We don't have a Patreon, and I'm not really trying to make any money off of this. We're just having fun and trying to share it, and trying to inspire people to get outside of their comfort zone from the US, get down to Mexico and check it out. There's a lot here to offer, and I think you're foolish if you don't come down and check it out. So, on to Yelapa. We're walking down the street in Boca de something. What the hell's the name of this town?
Boca de Tomatlan.
Yeah, Boca de Tomatlan. Heading out to Yalapa. The super touristy paradise.
We could go to Quimixto instead.
Where?
Quimixto. Yelapa is more. There's plenty of other smaller,
Untrendier?
Yeah, places to go.
Well, we're fixing to jump a boat at 120 pesos a person, and we're going to get the shit beat out of us for 35 minutes until we get there. Look, my trip is complete with Canadians, Chicagans, and whatever that guy is. I think we should have left that guy. Is he from California? Yeah. I don't know who the guy is, but apparently we've picked up an obnoxious tag-along. A straggler who may not actually make it all the way there. We may throw him overboard. We'll see. And we're on the boat heading to Yalapa. With us, who's a complete asshole, is probably going to just ruin the entire time. So, we're crossing our fingers. experience a traffic jam. Well, so we just asked the motorcycle guy where the Pemex is in Yelapa, and apparently they don't have one. They have to boat it in. What about my roads? Not much of a road. But I guess if you got one of those, it's pretty good.
Very good, very delicious.
Woo.
Solo potato.
But this come in.
Yeah.
The thing people don't get to. Yeah, I mean, they're both fantastic. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
Like,
this is giant.
we're in a bamboo forest.
So here's what happened. I voted for Vermin Supreme, and I got me a pony. There he is. Sounds like we've come to a waterfall. I don't know. And we're walking through the jungle in search of a waterfall. So far, all we've found is dog shit and donkeys. But that's a start. Yeah, dog shit and donkeys. And something that looked like panther paws. Well, it's the end of the line. We're having to cross this. I think what is this, the Ganges River? It's the Ganges River. Is that an alligator? Ah, yes, so on our way to this waterfall, apparently we have to cross a river. Guess it's not that bad. Unless you're Canadian and you're wearing tennis shoes. If you're wearing tennis shoes and you're a pale, pasty Canadian, this could be a problem. And so now we're crossing again. The trail just crisscrosses. I don't even know if we're going the right direction. I think we're getting close. I don't know. The trail has definitely narrowed. Yeah. Trail's getting kind of sketch. We must be close. We just passed somebody a second ago that were wet. So I'm assuming they just came from the waterfall. Whoa. Okay. This is definitely interesting. Huh. That is definitely down. I don't want to go down there for sure. It says, be careful, strong whirlpool at base of waterfall. Okay. Duly advised. So we finally made it to this crazy, I don't know, it's a couple miles, maybe more, 2 or 3, maybe almost 3 miles. It's quite a walk. We had to cross the river twice, and then we had to come. That guy down there, he's like a moving target. He's been shot a couple times in Mexico. And then this guy, I don't know, he's some kind of journalist. And then I got another guy right here, and he's just a spaz. He's just some sort of spaz that yells at people for not wearing a mask. About to win. There it is. I don't even know what the fuck the name of this waterfall is, but it's the Yelapa waterfall?
Fucking waterfall. Just call it the Yalapa waterfall.
We're gonna call it the Yelapa waterfall. I'm calling it the wet waterfall because it's pretty wet. Me and these characters here, we're heading on out. It's a long way to beer. Yeah. I'd say this is the worst of the trail. Definitely. Worst part of the trail, but it's definitely a good hike. I didn't even get in the water. I don't get in brown water. It's still beautiful. I got to watch the other guys get in though. Besides that, I didn't want to mess up my hair.
All right, so here I guess.
Back on the main trail. We're only an hour from beer now. That's how I gauge the distance, is how long until beer.
Long until beer. 25 minutes till beer.
Yeah, I don't know how many kilometers it is. It's
1.5 miles.
but it's a half hour to beer. And this is Yelapa. Nice little bar right here. Here last night was pretty packed. People were really having a good time. And then way over there on the other side of the rocks is I guess the tourist beach where they do all the, I don't know, daytime activities. Where we took our walk up the canyon and everything yesterday. Had a great time. This is a really chill out town, excuse me. And like at night though, there was this one place, I guess up the beach, well, one of the buildings really nearby here, that just blasted music until 3 in the morning, and there was no one inside of it. I think it was just to like keep people awake and encourage them to go out and party, which they did. It was, the town came to life last night for sure. This guy. Well, apparently there are 2 waterfalls, unbeknownst to me, and we did the hike yesterday. Was, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles, whatever, and apparently there's another one that's even closer. So I guess that's what I get for listening to a know-it-all who shows us around when we get here, who doesn't even know where everything's at. So I'm gonna go find this sucker and see what it's like. Wow. Yeah, so anyway, overall it was a great trip. I think we paid $120 each way, so $240 for the boat ride. The room, which we were all able to fit in, really, was $1,500 a night at Irma and Angels. And it's a really cool place. Got a great view over the bay. Los Abuelos. Excellent food and really affordable. Like, we got a lot of food. We ended up just walking around giving food out to dogs because we didn't want to carry it back. And then, you know, the nightlife was pretty dang good, other than, you know, they were playing loud music for no reason out of an empty building, which I think I mentioned was probably just to get people out and about and make them feel like partying, I suppose. It seemed to work. There were a lot of people out partying for sure. This is definitely a good place to spend a week, or 2 weeks, maybe, you know. I'm just now discovering a whole lot more that I've never even. Our little weekend excursion, excuse me, to Yelapa has come to an end, and we're about to go track us down a water taxi. But I'm here at Irma and Angels, which is a really cool place, and we were down like on the bottom floor. Had no idea that this was up here. Check this out. So this is just the rooftop deck, but so it's up really high. It's like one of the highest vantage points in Yelapa. It's got a really high-end room down below, which is about $180 a night, which I'm sure they wheel and deal in the off season. But it has a hot tub in it and everything. It's pretty dang cool. And then here's the lower deck that we didn't even know was available to everybody, but right here. That's my friends that I'm traveling with. Amazing. So you know, the first floor, even though it was kind of lower end, was fantastic. Large, you know, a large kitchen area, nice rooms. Cannot complain. That was 1,500 pesos a night. And that concludes this weekend. Josh, what's your summary of this?
This place?
Yeah.
Well, it's relaxing. It's ungoverned, and it's peaceful, and it's totally safe. Imagine that. No government and safety.
Where's the police station?
About a 45-minute boat ride that way.
Oh, okay. So Josh resides in Puerta Vallarta, and he knows a bunch of people that are hanging out in Puerta Vallarta who actually came there to get away from some sort of restriction of some sort.
Yeah, some kind of no good nicks going around stealing people's money and putting masks on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, thousands of people are in Puerta Vallarta overall, hundreds that we know of personally that come to meetups, and it's just a small boat ride away to paradise and freedom.
How many countries would you say the people that you know came from?
Oh man, probably about at least 30.
30
from people I've talked to. I mean, a lot from Canada, a lot from the US, a lot from Britain and New Zealand and Australia, and then quite a few from places like Germany and Netherlands and Italy. It goes on. There's a guy from Austria, a guy that just got out of a camp in Australia. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, there's I can't put a number on it. People are coming from all over the world to Mexico because it is one of the freest places right now.
So no matter what your feelings are about masks and restrictions, these people are obviously hit very hard, and that's why they came here. So believe what you want to believe, but that's why they're here. So leave them alone.
Leave them alone.